Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, it's a nice morning here and I thought I would start the week out with a talk on raw vegan weight loss for the summer. Now yes, it's only February 13th, but it's never too early to start thinking for the summer, outside, warm weather, being outside with your family, going to the beach, playing. And also, too, I'm not just talking about from a vanity standpoint, so one of these, oh, so you look fantastic in your bikini or bathing suit, but that can be a byproduct of it. And, everybody likes to look their best and look a little bit better when they go to the beach or when they go outside. But it's more so than anything so you can have fun this summer, so you can get out and play with your kids or get out and run around, get out and do whatever you want to do. Get out and be active and enjoy the summer weather. Instead of being stuck on the couch in front of the TV because you're feeling sluggish and lethargic. We'll see all the plans coming out. Everybody will have some sort of a gimmicky big weight loss plan probably about a month or 6 weeks before summer that'll try to get you go, quick weight drop, a lot of weight in a short period of time, usually paired with some kind of a fanatical exercise program. But no, now it's the time to start because, okay, let's think about it. Today is February 13th. So now I'm going to say for me, I don't know when that official equinox is, and I don't know the official beginning of summer, but I always think of the beginning of summer as June 1st. Just goes back to my childhood because when I was a kid, we would get out of school right before Labor Day. Right before Memorial Day, which was usually around June, and we were off for June, July, and August. So ever since I've been a kid, I consider summer June, July, and August. Different for different places in the world. There's places right now, Australia on the other side of the world, that are having their summer. So this is mostly for, I guess, North Americans, Europeans, and people who will have summer coming up in the next 90 to 120 days. Well, if you think about 90 days ahead, how much can you do in 90 days? Well, let's look at this in a couple of different ways. Steady weight loss, slow, steady weight loss is probably the best because, you see these big weight loss stories, and depending on how much weight a person has to lose, and health issues they might have, in the beginning, people will lose weight at a quicker rate. And sometimes people do need to lose weight, bigger amounts of weight quicker for health issues, just to get some of the bulk off of them if they're massively overweight. But in general, 2 pounds of weight loss a week is a good solid number. Even don't turn up your nose if you get a week where you lose 1 pound. Always those small ones because, you tend to be losing fat when you're losing that. So what happens when you lose the weight over a longer period of time versus just doing something quick, losing it all in a month or whatever, is you tend to be a little bit more solid when you get to your goal weight or when you get closer to your goal weight. You don't have so much of the looseness, the saggy skin, the just slackness of your body. So right now, let's say we've got 3.5 months because let's say for sure we got March, April, May. And we got half of February. So you've got 3.5 months. You've got over 100 days. All right. Let's say you don't have a ton of weight to lose. Let's say you're not obese or not, trying to lose a big chunk of weight, but you got a fair amount to lose. 2 pounds a week over the next 10, 12, over 12 weeks. Let's see, let me get my math down. That would be, I'm going to just guesstimate here. I'm not going to try to do the math. Like it's roughly 8 pounds a month, 24. You could lose about 36 pounds just on a very slow, steady approach like that. So by June 1st, you could be down like, almost 35 pounds, 36 pounds. And that would be significant. That's significant for most people. Okay. Let's say you've got a lot of weight to lose. Now you still don't want to go, you don't want to be ridiculous. You don't want to do something that's not going to be sustainable, but people that are bigger, that have more, let's say 100-pound plus to lose, do tend to be able to lose more in the beginning. And it's not, I don't know, listen, a lot of this stuff, as you know, I'm not coming from a scientific standpoint and talking about the weight loss and how it does this and this to your body. I'm just kind of going by observation. And what I've noticed is when people have a lot of weight to lose, for some reason, they can lose a lot quickly. So let's say you're that person that has a lot of weight to lose. You get on this program now, or you tighten down your program now, and you could potentially, okay, let's say maybe the first 3 or 4 weeks, let's say the first month, you double what I'm talking about. Let's say you drop 15 pounds. 15 pounds in a month isn't like huge. I would look at that as like, okay, your first month, that's kind of a start. You don't want to keep, even if I was like that size though, I still wouldn't necessarily recommend, just like losing 20 pounds this month, 22 pounds the next month. I mean, at some point, I think the steady way is the best. So, maybe you lose 15 pounds the first month and then you lose, say, 8 or 9 pounds a month. Doesn't matter. I'm just kind of throwing some numbers out there. The point being is that it's a slow cumulative process. And if you start now, there's a lot you can accomplish, but a lot of people will not think about that. We want immediate gratification these days. So it's like, well, shit, I can't really how can I think about the summer when, Valentine's Day is tomorrow? This is next week. There's so many things in between. And I talk a lot about, you don't want to think in the future all the time, but you can prepare for the future. So, I mean, wherever you are, let's say you're eating the standard American diet right now, you could still, in 3 months, you could transition. You could transition to a raw vegan lifestyle. I totally believe somebody can go from sad to vegan in a month. I mean, people have their different opinions about transition, whatever. Using a few tricks here and there, eating plenty of food, maybe not going too nuts about not worrying about the fat all that much. Of course, I think for sure, even at my unhealthiest point, I could have gone vegan in a month at any time, especially with a little bit of plan behind it. So let's say you're even eating like the worst of the worst standard American diet right now. You could pretty much be plant-based within a month. Now, just going from standard American diet to plant-based, you're going to see an incredible improvement in your health, incredible improvement how you feel. Most likely, you're going to see a good bit of weight loss right there. Not even thinking about the raw yet, just by going plant-based. Then you start slipping it in. I mean, like I say, with the programs the 30-day raw vegan food challenge, I've talked about the raw till lunch is the first step. You can pretty much do raw till lunch standing on your head. So you take 30 days. You could go transition from being standard American diet eater to vegan. Next 30 days, you're raw till noon. Next 30 days, you're raw till dinner. In 90 days, you could go from sad to being very high raw, losing a big chunk of weight, looking good at the beach, feeling good about yourself, feeling good in general. The total package, that's what this whole thing is about. It's not all about how we look. But on the other side, sometimes people just don't like that either. That's a part of it. People like to look good. People feel better about themselves when they, and it doesn't have to be, we're not talking about trying to attain the perfect body. It's just talking about having a body that is functional. Like I see bodies all the time. I look at bodies so much differently these days than I did when I was younger. Whether it's men or women, I'll see a woman sometime and I'll go, wow, she's very attractive, very nice body there. And I'm not talking the traditional TNA, ooh, she's got these popping curves and she's got this tiny little waist. I'm talking about sometimes I see women, I really truly admire them because she's very physical. She doesn't have a perfect bikini beach body as most people would define it, but I see somebody that's solid. You look at their legs and it's like, wow, this person either they run or they do some sort of a sport, but those are solid legs. They're athletic. They're not carrying a lot of extra body fat. They have a functional body, and that is what I enjoy seeing in people in life, and that's what I think more people should be shooting for. Is not, listen, the whole vanity thing or the aesthetic, so many people drive themselves crazy and because they're going for a body they don't even have the potential to get. They're not built like that. It's like going in and saying, I want to look like so-and-so. Getting a haircut or something, I want to look like so-and-so. Well, you don't have the face, you don't have the features. It's not going to look the same on you. So in the end, like I say, talking about being ready for the summer, being ready for the beach, it's not about as much about how great you look in your bathing suit, but how you feel in your bathing suit, how you feel when you're outside, and just how you feel in general. So anyhow, give it a thought. Now's the time to start today, not tomorrow, not next Monday, not this and that. Just decide. Like I was listening, and I will finish with this. It was, and I always forget. I need to learn how to pronounce this guy's name. I just listened to his podcast. It was Gary Vaynerchuk. I always forget he's Russian. What he was saying. Thinking about a change can take some time. You know, thinking about, do I want to change, blah, blah, blah. But change comes in one moment. I want you to think about that. Change comes in one moment. You decide, you truly decide to make a change, and that change happens that moment. That's how quick a change happens. So don't think there has to be some big preparation or thinking about it or waiting till next Monday or waiting till a special day. You just simply start doing it. And that is the hardest thought to transfer to other people. I had a lot of that happen. I don't know if it, like about 5 years ago, a lot of things in my life happened like that. And damned if I just can't, get that across to some people about how you can flip your mind no matter where you are. No matter, you can be a drunk like I was, you can be eating however, but you can flip your mind like that. It can be done, believe me. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope your week's off to a great start. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.